Good evening and thank you for joining us. City staff have identified two possible sites for the proposed village to tackle homelessness. It's part of a fairly busy agenda for tomorrow's City Council meeting. The first location being considered is on Miles Street East, which could accommodate up to 80 units and cost about $4 million to get going. The second is at Cam River Heritage Park and could accommodate up to 100 units, but cost at least $5.9 million to become operational. Regardless of which site is chosen, annual operating costs are expected to be at least $1.5 million. Also during the meeting, a discussion about building an enclosure for the Chippewa Park Carousel. City Parks Manager Corey Halverson says it's ideal, especially after the carousel was fully restored.
Having that project occur and done so successfully was really unique, and again, I think it leans into it's highly relevant to the recommendation that we have going forward now to invest in a building enclosure to protect that work, avoid having to do another full restoration like that in the future.
Staff are asking for council to approve $500,000 more to the project after previous financial commitments from the city. A provincial grant would also cover $800,000, with the total price tag being $2.2 million. Thunder Bay residents took part in an annual tradition that raises awareness around issues of food security in the community while also raising funds. Empty Bowls hosted its 25th anniversary fundraising dinner today at Confederation College. Emma Chilton reports.
Empty Bowls Thunder Bay, an annual event that raises funds for Shelter House and the local food bank, hosted its 25th anniversary fundraising dinner on Sunday. The event is normally held at the Moose Hall, but with last-minute difficulty securing the location this year, Confederation College was happy to host the sold-out dinner with over 340 attendees. Robin Cooper, chair of Empty Bowls, emphasized that the event was essential as the funds raised play a crucial role in supporting organizations that give back to the community.
And so it's very important that we keep this event going because unfortunately the need isn't going away. There's even more need. And the organizations that we support do a lot of good work in our communities. So it was a bit of a shock when we found out we'd have to change venues last week, but the college was so accommodating, and as you can see behind me, everyone's here, they're having a great time, everything is just going perfectly, and we couldn't be happier.
Shelter House Executive Director Brendan Carlin says the fundraising event is incredibly beneficial for the organization and the perfect way to kick off such a charitable season.
Kind of leading into the holiday time, which is when lots of charities make their money essentially. There's a lot of donations that come, and so having an event like this to kick off the season, if you will, is really great for us.
With the success of this year's dinner, Cooper is hoping to continue the partnership with Confederation College for the foreseeable future.
And we've had some preliminary talks already, and we also have some ideas about how we can get students more involved in this event too, which I think would be really important, right from the culinary students making the soup to actually having students be here and get to be a part of the event as well. So we're going to work on that because I think it's a really positive partnership for the future.
Emma Chilton, TBT News.
The Thunder Bay Regional Health Sciences Center is one step closer to offering cardiovascular surgeries, and it has many in the community excited. That includes Thunder Bay Atikokan MPP Kevin Holland, whose government has contributed funding to the project. The hospital confirmed last week that the bid period to complete the expansion has closed, and it's now reviewing submissions. It's hoped the contract can be awarded in early 2025. The project has secured $20 million to date, with some significant provincial support. MPP Holland says having these surgeries done close to home eliminates some of the stress in already challenging situations.
To provide those services here closer to home for the Northwestern Ontario residents will alleviate a lot of that stress and just make the overall experience as better as possible. So yeah, this is huge. It's something that we've heard for a long time, that service that was requested or needed in Northwestern Ontario, and we're moving forward on that.
The total price tag of the project hasn't yet been revealed. Holland couldn't say whether his government would provide any more funding, but says it's something the ministry will review. Confederation College held their annual Community Partners Evening this past week in the Ryan Hall. The event is a celebration for those who help support the school. They also had a new award to hand out, the Partner of the Year Award. Brendan Miller has more.
This event marks a new chapter for the Community Partners Evening at Confederation College. President Michelle Salo explains why this gathering is so important.
It's about our students and fundraising for bursaries and other supports for our students who need the support in order to pay for their program and supplies and other things that they need to get through their education at Confederation College.
For the first time, the Partner of the Year award was handed out to an outstanding person of the community and generous donator to Confederation College.
We decided this year we wanted to honor somebody or a group that was instrumental in supporting the community, not just Confederation College, but also other community organizations.
The person chosen for the inaugural award is Lyle Knudsen, president of Equipment World. He graduated from the college and has been an important partner of theirs for some time.
We've really been attached to the college in terms of supporting them through different ventures, through different initiatives that they've launched. Always believe in supporting us well from a recruitment end, the students who graduate from the college. And so receiving this award tonight is very humbling. First of all, it's an honor for us because, I really believe that we have worked with the college for many years and I treat them as a partner.
The event was packed full of people who have contributed to Confederation College and their community, allowing them to help students in countless ways. Last year, they raised over $60,000, and this year, they've set their target higher to $75,000. If they hit that figure, the donations will be able to help between 75 and 150 students who need assistance at Confederation College. Brendan Miller, TBT News.
Data collected by the Northwestern Health Unit shows a concerning trend in alcohol usage rates in the western part of our region. Medical Officer of Health Dr. Kit Young-Hoon says the data indicates high mortality from causes attributed to alcohol.
As a population, this region does consume more alcohol and more heavy alcohol use than the Ontario population.
The NWHU's Trends Dashboard shows that ER visits in the Kenora and Rainy River districts pertaining to health conditions caused entirely by alcohol is more than 30 times higher than the provincial rate. Young-Hoon says there are many risk factors that could be influencing higher rates of usage. That includes community social norms, how consumption is perceived, and the overall availability of beverages containing alcohol.
I think maybe one of the things that we could talk about in our region is how people engage in alcohol in their everyday life, like how much they might use it in social settings, what's the attitude towards alcohol, what's the type of behavior that's that people engage when they consume alcohol and how they model that to their children. And just so I think there's a potential that within the region, that people just generally tend to use more alcohol just because that's how they socialize and engage in connection with other people.
Young-Hoon says the numbers are a sobering reason for anyone drinking alcohol to review their alcohol consumption and consider the certain health risks that can come with heavy and long-term usage. Thunder Bay residents were once again able to take out their roller skates as Goods & Co. hosted another Wheelies throwback event, this time with a seasonal twist. Hallow Wheelies brought out hundreds of attendees who were showing off their roller skating skills in their best costumes. Jessica Clement reports.
After popular demand, Goods & Co. was once again transformed into a roller rink on Saturday night, this time for a Halloween dance party. Hallow Wheelies saw around 200 attendees, with many of them showing off their costumes. And the DJ kept the party going throughout the night by playing some Halloween tunes. Goods & Co. events manager Kayla Wallace says, with the success of the last Wheelies throwback event, they had to host another one.
Last time we had about, I would say, 170 to 200 guests throughout the duration of the evening, and the response was people wanted us to host it once a month. So doing the second one now, as the weather starts to cool down, people are looking for more inside activities. We're seeing the same response again, and hopefully people want to do it throughout the rest of the year.
Prizes were given away throughout the night for different categories, including Best Costume and Nicest Moves. We spoke to a number of attendees who gave the event a solid 10 out of 10.
I think it's really fun because you get to be active and go roller skating, and then you can come here with friends.
Part of socializing and having fun and just being a part of a community, and that's what we used to do. we used to be part of a community. All of us friends used to just go together and just have so much fun. That's what this is all about. It's fun.
I would probably come back because, well, I just get to have fun, and it's like a big space that I could go to, and yeah, it's just really fun.
Yeah, and it's just to like let out some good vibes and have
And a chance to hang out with all your friends.
Wallace tells residents to keep their eyes on Goods & Co.'s social media pages, as there will be more roller rink events to come.
We like to keep the dates under wraps, of course, but definitely it's something that we're looking to do throughout the year, and it's all going to be based on the response of the guests, and it's turning out to be a pretty good one.
Happy Halloween!
Jessica Clement, TBT News.